Kofimania. Well, this started in 2019 when Kofi was getting over by the fan support, and it led to him winning the WWE title. Let's begin on how Kofi Kingston actually got over. I think this was in the gauntlet match where Kofi actually defeated main caliber stars, and he was defeated by AJ Styles in the end. I think so. Or Daniel Bryan. I'm not sure. So during that build up, well, Kofi got the support of the fans, just like WWE puts over Seth Rollins in 2018. When the people feel that Seth Rollins was still during that time, they put him in this gauntlet match and they supported him during his run, and he was actually over by that point. So Kofi got over because of that said match. And then the fans actually chanted for Kofi. And because of that, WWE had made change of plans. Ideally, I think they want to push Ali, Mustafa Ali versus Daniel Bryan, which it leads to Kofi versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Well, it begins with Mr. McMahon actually doubting Kofi Kingston's skills, and people actually calling him B plus player, even by the B plus guy himself, Daniel Bryan. We all know that these guys are actually A plus caliber, but in the storyline purposes, well, Daniel Bryan, who's been called by the authority a B plus player, calling Kofi Kingston a B plus player, which is actually ironic. So, fast forward, Kofi Kingston actually had opportunities, and Vince McMahon screwed him also. So they made a match for Kofi Kingston, which he thinks it was for the WWE Championship. But unfortunately for him, it was actually a handicap match between him and the Bar, I think. And then after that match, well, Kofi actually has a storyline with Vince McMahon, and they actually had this Vince McMahon doubting Kofi, as I told you. So actually, that leads to more crowd support for Kofi Kingston. And if you're wondering why I'm not talking about his 2008 self, well, this is Kofi Mania. Even though Kofi was over like this in 2009 when he feuded with Randy Orton, and people believe that he was actually the WWE Championship material, but unfortunately for him, there is a botch which actually led him to stay for a mid-card for a long time. And I think that was actually the match versus Randy Orton, which Orton called Kofi Kingston stupid for that matter. It's for the storyline purpose, that's why, well, they also made it to the storyline when he was WWE Champion. So fast forward to WrestleMania, well, he actually had this Elimination Chamber match, which actually people think that he will win the title there. But the suspense in the storyline, it actually builds up. The WWE didn't give him that moment yet. And then they have the New Day face a gauntlet match, which if they win, Kofi Kingston will face Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, in which the New Day actually win, and there's a truce between New Day and the Usos, which was actually a nice touch during that match. So after that match, well, Kofi actually fought Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan was actually sporting his eco-friendly WWE Championship, which was made of hemp. I think so. So during that match, a lot of back and forth, a kick out after yes luck, a lot of suspense, which people believe that Daniel Bryan will actually retain the title here. But unfortunately, before the match though, they have this huge red something like that cloth to actually hide Kofi's title, so some people actually got spoiled by the ending, which I actually don't think that's the case for all of the fans. So during that match also, well, they had this back and forth, kick out after kick out, suspense after suspense. And then when he won the WWE Championship, well, he was over. People are celebrating, people are chanting Kofi, Kofi in his song beat like that. The New Day's theme song, they're chanting for Kofi, Kofi. So that's how over he was during that time. So yeah, the next night, well, they have Kofi versus Seth Rollins, a championship unification match, but thankfully the unification never happened. So Kofi had this storyline with Dolph Ziggler, which actually has the meme of "it should have been me." I'm not sure if that actually started that meme for a lot of 2019's memes, but yeah, the "it should have been me" storyline, and then Kofi versus Dolph, with Kofi actually sacrificing his body in one of their matches, a steel cage match, where he actually dove out of the ring just to retain the title, dove from the steel cage out from the outside of the ring just to retain his title. It's actually unique. Also, when Big E was injured, he was replaced by Owens, which New Day believes that he was actually a New Day member, but you know the history of Kevin Owens, when he was actually in a tag team or something like that, a team, he actually betrays some of them, like Jericho and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn in Ring of Honor and NXT, and Jericho in 2017. So yeah, Kofi Kingston actually fought Kevin Owens for the while before he actually turned face yet again. For Kevin Owens, he turned heel and turned face during that year. Turn face, turn heel, turn face. So yeah. For Kofi, well, he actually defended the title, and the crucial point of his title defenses is his also biggest obstacle in 2009 and 2010, and that is Randy Orton. They actually revolved their storyline on how Kofi Kingston was buried before then. So Orton versus Kofi was actually interesting because they actually revolve on Orton and Kofi's career path from 2009. So yeah, they actually revolve in that storyline and then actually redoing what they did in 2009, the table spot, and then that jump, the boom drop to the table. And also, well, they actually had revival on Randy Orton's side during that time. So the storyline was great. But there one match which actually people turned on Kofi during his title run, which ended in a double count out. People actually was turning on Kofi then. And then yeah, that's the fans that I was talking about, which people turn on a superstar when he was actually a champion, when he is actually a champion. And that's what happened with Kofi then. So there's a lot of booing in that match. And then yeah, Randy Orton versus Kofi, with Kofi actually got over because of Randy Orton putting him over this time instead of just like in 2009 burying him, or 2010. So fast forward again, well, Kofi actually challenged Brock Lesnar. I'm not sure if Brock Lesnar challenged Kofi or the other way around. So let's just say Brock Lesnar actually challenged Kofi. And then in that match, it was actually 5 seconds or 10 seconds. I'm not sure if how many seconds it is. But after that jump by Kofi Kingston, which led to an F5, and then his title reign was over by that instant. So what happens on Kofi Kingston after that match? He returned into the mid-card division. He won the tag team championship yet again, and then never got the WWE championship rematch. Because Brock Lesnar was actually drafted to Raw, even though WWE has actually had the title on SmackDown. So yeah, they have this, a lot of things with the wrestling fans talking about, a lot of rumors. Where's the title going to? Is it going to Raw, SmackDown, and etc. So as for the WWE Championship, well, Brock Lesnar held it for months. And as for Kofi, well, he's back in the mid-card scene or in the tag team title scene, which he and Big E actually won the titles, and then Woods was injured. And then fast forward to 2020, well, they actually lost the said titles to Miz and Morrison, in which they regained the title yet again from them. And then Kofi and Big E lost the title to Nakamura and Cesaro. And in an event that actually Shinsuke wins a different title in Extreme Rules, which was actually a nice touch to that pay-per-view because Nakamura actually won the titles there. So it's actually nice that WWE actually did not make him lose in that match, instead giving him a tag team championship reign. So yeah, Kofi is now injured, I think, and he was out for sidelines. So what are my opinions about Kofimania? Well, just like CM Punk's rise in 2011, Daniel Bryan's rise in 2014, I'm not sure if I'm gonna compare it to Stone Cold's or The Rock's, but I'm gonna say just for the two said people that I said, well, it was actually organic. It was not actually forced. Though there's a circumstance that people actually turned on you, just like what they did on Kofi and Seth Rollins in 2019. Which some of it are not the wrestler's fault and some of it is. It was actually some people blame the creative or Vince McMahon himself for the booking decisions. So as for the storyline, it was great for that year because they took advantage of the people's pop. They actually gave them what they want. And then when they have what they want, well, they turn on something they want. Because they want something new, and that's what happened. And then when he dropped the title, he goes back to the same position that he was with before. So yeah, Kofimania was over. But actually, it was a nice touch that they give a title for him for all of his services in the WWE and in wrestling as a whole. Because people believe that winning the WWE Championship is one of the biggest prizes in pro wrestling, regardless of which company you are. You just want to win the world title. And that's it for this video. Did you like this video? This is Mike Rato, and thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos. And as I told you in last video and a lot of videos, that I am thankful for your support, that you're watching my content. And yes, thank you also for actually gaining trust and actually watching my content. And from 300 subscribers, we reached 900 plus. And I hope we reach until 2,000, 10,000, and many more in the future. I hope you all stay in this channel, subscribe, and gain more interest and more of my videos in Titantrons, in wrestling topics, and what ifs. So thank you for watching, and this is Mike Rato. And this is my summary and my opinions and my POV about Kofimania. And also, I did not discuss about Kofi Kingston's Royal Rumble saves because we're gonna talk it in some episode in the future. So thank you for watching, and this is Mike Rato yet again. See ya next time. Peace.